to the words I'm saying. Search within your mind till you feel me near. Don't look very far.
It's a beautiful morning this morning. The sun is shining, keeping everyone excited for some good laps.
Yeah, we got a lot better weather today. Like, the sun's out, it's faster. Yesterday they had to postpone it just because it was super slow and we're just getting a little bit of fresh snow. Also, it's just cloudy.
Yeah, lots of fresh snow last night, but crew got hard at work and they got the course ready to ride and all ready for the riders to throw down some big tricks today.
Yeah, I mean, looks like the course is running really well and should be a good day. We got a slopestyle men finals happening after the girls' qualies. The girls' final will also be running as well. Very excited to see what these guys got. Yeah, let's talk about this course. What do you think about it? It's kind of your first time having a look at it.
I'm personally a big fan of this course. It's pretty simple. There's nothing too crazy going on with it, but that just allows the riders to put down their best tricks and put down some of their best riding.
Yeah, we got 3 jumps here. We got two jumps at the top, and then we have a twin jump at the third one.
Yeah, it's not all just 3 jumps back to back that are the exact same. That third jump definitely offers a little bit more creativity, but I'm not personally a fan of those shark fin jumps, so this course is winning in my books.
Looks like we got Tyson Hammer. He's about to get ready to jump in. This kid's like 13.
He's going to throw some hammers.
Yeah, he's been killing it.
Copy that. Can I get a course clear from the bottom to the top, please? Jump 3 clear. Jump 2.
He was announced onto the Source Snowboards team last season. It's a pretty elite team to be on with riders like Devin Walsh, Craig McMorris, and more riders who are pretty legendary.
Here we got Tyson Hammer on course. He's going into this DFD, doing a 50 back forward, and going into the second rail. Carrying some speed here. Not having an issue with it. Getting that front board. Oh, just slipping off a little bit and come off the rail a little bit. But that's alright. He's tucking in for the first jump, looks like it.
It's a little flat in between those rails, so you have to be making sure you're landing your rails really properly to carry the speed.
Got frontside 360 on that first jump. Tucking into the second jump. Going for that straight air. Poking out a little indie grab. Coming into this twin jump. Getting that wildcat in.
Oh, just caught a little edge sliding down that landing. He looks like he's all right, getting up quick there.
I think we have another Forerunner here. That's Crew Schmidt.
Another local Calgary rider.
Yeah, representing MSC, both these riders. Let's see what Crew's got.
Coming over to the DFD rail. Solid 50-50 through. Good front board. Coming into that flat down section. Going 180 off. Bringing him switch into this first jump.
First jump, we got a switch backside 540. Keeping it pretty mellow. Keeping it speedy.
Super clean run.
Way to open it up for the girls here, for the boys. Our first competitor for the girls today is going to be from Norway. Her name is Nele Dan Stanvas. Regular foot rider, bib 24. She's just collecting all of her thoughts before she drops in. She's chatting with the coach, getting dialed in.
There's a lot of pressure on this first place to drop. We're really excited to see. She's opening up, going straight to that down rail. Switch board slide, super clean, right in between the bindings. Backing it up right into another board slide. And a 50-50 back three, so clean.
Coming to his first jump, switch with a cab 7. Sorry. Then coming into second jump. Oh. Just went down on first jump.
Giving us just a nice 5 over that third jump, showing the judges she knows what she's doing out here. She's coming to compete. Next rider up, we have Victoria from USA, bib number 16, also a regular rider.
Sorry, guys. This is actually going to be Marie from Germany. Nope. Sorry about that. Victoria's on course. Coming to his first rail with a 50-50 through the DFD. Coming that second rail, doing a backboard all the way through. Coming out switch for a switch 50, cab 1 out. Coming into his first jump, going for a front side 540. Coming second jump switch for a switch backside 720. Just washing out a little bit. Looks like she got a little lost on jump, but we'll see her for run 2.
Our next rider is coming in, going for a proper front board. I believe that was switch. Board slide, super proper. 50-50 front 1.
Come to his first jump, switch. She's going to do a solid cab 5. And then come in goofy for second jump for a backside 720, squeezing it around, getting that speed for the third jump. Looks like she's going to do a front side 720 and stomping that. She'll be happy to have that run on under her belt.
Yeah, that run was a great one for sure. Going to give her some good points.
We got Himari from Japan, bib 7. It's a regular foot rider. Looks like she's going into this first rail switch for a switch backboard through. Come back switch, come to the second rail. It's going up for the down bar to do a switch front board, same ways. And then she's going for the cannon rail for a switch back board, same ways. I like the rail variety here, hitting every rail switch. Coming to her first jump, she's going to do a cab 7.
Super proper locking in that tail grab. Another backside switch back 540. Just putting the hands down a little bit, holding her speed. Coming in for a big old frontside 720. Super clean. That'll be a run she should be happy with. Our next athlete, Katja Dutu from the Netherlands, goofy foot rider. Dropping in the back lip, grabbing the nose. That was super technical. And then hitting that transfer rail with a 50 backside board slide. Front board to switch. Oh, just washing out a little bit. She's holding it switch coming into that first jump.
First jump, she's coming switch for a switch backside 540 with the tail grab. Like that axis on it. And for the second jump, she's going back it up with a back 7, just under rotating a little bit. Just going to hit this third jump.
That back lip nose grab is such a technical trick. Very impressive.
Yeah, super sick run. I mean, I like the variety on it. We haven't seen anyone hit the transfer rail yet, and also the back lip, super technical like trick. I mean, you're going over it backwards, and it's just pretty technical. We got our next competitor here, Sky Reams from Belgium. She's doing that backboard same ways on that first rail, and then backing up with a backboard pretzel. Coming into this last rail switch with a cab 1, back 1 out.
Switch into this first jump here. Going with a big old cab 5. Super proper. Into a frontside 720. Just squeezing over that knuckle. And then another backside 720. Got that grab. She's happy with that run. I think the judges will like that one too.
Yeah, solid run. She's gonna be stoked about that. We got the next competitor here, Gabriella Baudet. Looks like she's stoked. She's showing some love to the camera. American rider. She is regular footed. Stabbing up her coach before she drops in. See what she's got.
She looks pumped. Coming in, switch to that down rail. Nice board slide, locking onto that foot. Front lip, super proper. Again, locked right onto her foot. And then a 50-50 back 1, leading in switch.
Comes to this first jump switch. See what Gabriella's got. She's going for a cab 540. Tapping the indie grab. Coming into the second jump regular for a frontside 360 mute grab or Weddle. And then coming into this last jump, going to hit it for a backside 3. Stomping her run. She's going to be happy with that. Looks like she was pumping herself up before the run. She's pretty stoked about that, I think.
Super good run. Get her a score and get her on that list there. Our next rider, we have Marie from Germany. She is a goofy foot rider, wearing bib number 12. She looks ready at the top of the course there. Not playing around, just getting straight into that drop in. With a cab 2 same ways, that is an awesome trick. We haven't seen anyone go 270 on yet. And then proper board slide pretzel. Coming switch 50-50, cab 360 out. That was super well done.
Yeah, very hard trick. Honestly, going switch 50 is hard. She's going into this first jump switch for a cab 540, really lofty, getting that indie grab in, and then coming to the second jump for a frontside 720 tail grab, squeaking it around over the knuckle. Coming into third jump for a backside 720, stomping it.
Speed appears to be a little bit of an issue for these ladies, but they're making it work. That second jump and first jump are just a little tight.
Got our next athlete, Stella from Italy.
Another goofy foot rider.
She's coming into his first jump, or sorry, first rail in her natural stance. Going for a backboard on the DFD. Comes to the second rail for a backboard switch to a switch backboard same ways. Just scrubbing a little bit. She's going to hold some speed for the first jump.
Coming in switch. Gonna give us proper cab 540, just grabbing that nose last second. And then a backside 720, super good over that knuckle there. Coming into that last jump for a big frontside 540. Really well done.
Yeah, she's going to be stoked with that. I mean, having a run under her belt. So, I mean, play around with some strategy, right?
It's always nice to get one run down out of the way, and then once you have those next runs, you can go for some of your harder tricks that might not land first try.
Yeah, totally agree. I mean, that's the strategy I would use. You know, like speed was an issue yesterday, a little bit of issue today for some of these girls, but see. We got our next athlete from Japan, Suzuka. Sorry if I mispronounced that. She's a goofy foot rider. She's chatting with the coach before she drops in. You know, I was watching her in practice, and she's got some style. Excited to see this run.
For sure, some big tricks to come out of this run. Coming in, cab 1, super locked into that rail. And then really proper board side same ways. Want to argue this is the most locked in on the rails we've seen so far, with the front board same ways.
Come to her first jump in her natural stance. See what she's got. Going for that frontside 720 inverted into her second jump for a backside 720. Carrying some speed. See what she's got on this last jump. Going for that wildcat indie grab. Just going a little huge on it.
Went massive all the way down to the second line there.
You know, it's hard to judge because, like, she kind of knuckled the second jump and she had to really tuck in for the third one, and I think that's what kind of just threw her off, going a little bit bigger on the third than she wanted to.
For sure that was. Our next rider, we have Anna. She's a goofy foot rider from Czech.
Shout out Kuba from Czech. She's a homie. See what she's got. Like those pants. She's going in this first rail in her natural stance, going for that front board, locking it in her front foot. Going into second rail for a front lip. Then into the last rail with a backboard to switch. Coming in this first jump switch.
Carrying some good speed here. Giving us a proper cab 540 indie grab. Right into the front 7. Oh, and we just lost it a little bit. Came up ever so slightly short. Just bounced her forward, so she couldn't hold on. Next run, I think we'll see that. That'll be a good run.
Yeah, I totally agree. I like the rails up top, and the jumps, very solid. Like that cab 5. Very lofty.
Our next rider, we have Elsa from Sweden. Another goofy foot rider. Got the K2 sticker on the helmet. She's dabbing up the coach. They both look pumped. Coming over to that DFD rail. 50-50 board slide, super proper. Getting to the end of that rail. Board side same ways, really locked in on that back foot. 50-50 back three, spinning super quick out of that rail.
Coming to her first jump, natural stance. See what she's got. She's carrying a lot of speed into this, going for that front side 540, backing it up with a cab 5 tail grab. Just scrubbing a little bit of speed off the knuckle. She'll look to do that for a second round.
That second jump is tough for speed right now.
Yeah, it's hard to judge. I mean, if you have like a lot of speed going to the first jump and you're landing really good, and might take a little bit of speed off for the second and just misjudging it and just knuckling a little bit. We got Lily DeWanaway from the U.S. She is a regular foot rider coming into her first rail. Backboard same ways, keeping it super mellow. The transfer rail, we got a 50 front lip. It's really solid. Then come into this flat down feature with a 50 backboard. We haven't seen anyone hit that rail yet.
The judges do like creativity.
Getting that cab 5 for her first jump.
Coming in with super proper speed for that second jump. Going front side 540. Looks like she was a little upset with that one. And then
getting a switchback 5. Claiming it with some throwing out the money.
Looking good.
I think she wanted a frontside 720 though on the second jump, and she just had to do some improvisation. Very solid run though. And we got her teammate, Jess Palmater.
Another regular foot rider from the U.S.
Am I good?
Coming over to that down flat down rail. Going front lip. Whoa, coming super hard into that king. Going front board on that second rail. That was super well done. And then a 50-50 back one. Going to be coming switch into this first jump.
Got a cab underflip on this first jump, going inverted into her second jump. She's got a backside 720.
Locking in that melon grab.
And on this last jump, she's going for a Todio 5, I think. I don't know, that was super sick. She's gonna be happy with that run.
As I was saying earlier, the judges love creativity. So seeing someone like that doing some tricks that are out of the usual, definitely going to give her a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah, and that first rail was super sick. Switch front lip to front board. Very hard.
Our
Especially
next
that
rider,
rail.
Ava Beer from New Zealand. She's another regular foot rider. Going nose press on that first rail. Into front board. Super well done, keeping everything in between her feet. And a 50-50 back one. You can see she bonked that end of that rail a little bit with her tail.
Come to this first jump switch. She's going to do a cab 5 in that indie grab. Go a little inverted on it. And then backing up with a backside 360. And then come into this last feature. She's got a front side 720 melon grab. Oh, just coming down a little bit.
That was a great run.
Looks like she's stoked. Well, she'll get on her
As
next
stoked
run.
as you can be with that. It was a great run. Just lost it a little bit on that last jump.
Next up from Norway, we got M8 Nick.
Regular foot rider wearing bib number 13. Dropping in switch. Going switch board slide back into her regular stance. And hitting that down rail with a board slide same ways. Well done. And then a 50-50 front 3. It looks like that rail is running ever so slightly slow.
Coming to this first jump, she's pumping for some speed. Going for a front side 720. Coming to this second jump. with a backside 540. Keeping it really smooth with it. Into this last feature, she's going to hit it with a cab 5. She's going to be stoked with that run. Super solid run. Next up, we got G Auto from the US. Just a goofy foot rider. She's coming into this first rail switch. Looks like she's opting to hit the DFD. Going for that switchback board to regs. Coming to the second rail, she's going to do a front board. Really locking it in with that front foot. To a 50 back one mute grab.
Seeing grabs off rail is always cool. Bringing her switch into this first jump, with a cab 540. Poking it really nicely, giving us a nice backside 720. Looked like we got the melon grab on there. And then a front side 720 with an indie grab. Super good run. That's going to get her a good score.
Looks like she's pumped. She's giving her hand up. Next up, we got Juliet representing Canada. Whoop, whoop. Goofy foot rider. See what she's got. She's got her coach up there, Mike Stastic. Bib number 8. He's coming into his first rail switch or a switchback board. Back to Goofy. Into the second rail for a front lip. 2 switch. And on this cannon rail doing cab 1. Just coming off a little early. Looks like she wanted to come out back to switch.
So she's leading switch into this first jump, giving us a nice cab 540 with that switch mute grab. And then a nice big front side 720, also with a mute grab. And a big backside 540. Really good run. Top to bottom, nice and clean. That'll get her a good score.
Yeah, she's going to want to clean up that third rail. But besides that, that was a very solid run. That front side 720 was super locked. And then next up, we got Amari from Japan. She's a regular foot rider. Coming into this first rail, she's going for a front board.
And another front board, same ways. That one came around really nicely. 50-50, front side 180. This is going to bring her switch into this set of jumps. She's going to set up her first jump here with a big old switch backside 540, sorry.
Into her second jump, she's going for a backside 720. Liking that dip on it with the mute grab. And then coming into this last feature with a front side 720 indie grab. Really stomping that last jump.
Great run. She looks like she's happy with that one. I would be happy with that one.
Yeah, clear up some of the nerves, and then for her second run, she's probably going to up it.
Got another Canada rider. We have Maya. She's a goofy foot rider.
From Manitoba.
Coming in with her strong foot forward, giving us a nice board slide same ways. Into front side board slide. Really well done getting to the end of that rail. 50-50, front side 180, all coming up. She just wanted to switch back into her regular foot.
Coming into this first jump, regular doing a backside 360. Tucking in for some speed into the second jump. She's going for a front side 360. And then hitting this last feature, regular. She's going for a wildcat. Just going huge on it and just losing it a little bit.
Going very deep on that third jump.
She's going to want to clean it up for her second run. Next up, we also got another local rider, Elle Choi, representing MSC.
Regular foot rider. She has been putting down some hammers this year. See her edits on Instagram once in a while, and they are filled with killer tricks.
Let's pump herself up for this run. See what she's got. Coming to this first rail, regular. She's going to go for a front lip. And then backing it up with a front board. Really locking it in with that front foot. Then into this cannon feature with a front side 50-50 front 3 out.
We'll set her up regular for this first jump. She's going to give us a nice front side 360. Speed being a little bit of an issue, but she's going to tuck for that second jump. Going big with that backside 720, just squishing it around. She is going to go for that third jump and just put out a nice wildcat. Speed was a little bit of an issue for the jumps, but she got all her tricks around, and that is going to be a landed run.
Yeah, she'll be stoked with that, and she's going to clean it up for her next one. Next up, we got Laura from Estone. Goofy foot rider.
Our current score to qualify right now is a 42.33.
She's coming into his first rail switch with the cab 2, same ways out. Super locked in. That was really sick. To her second rail with a backboard. Back to rag. Then on this cannon feature, front board 450 out. Very technical rails up at the top.
Super technical landing switch going into this first jump. She's going to give us a switch back 540, and she just ever so slightly hit the knuckle and bounced, sliding all the way down that landing there. She looks like she's all right, getting up quick there. That will be a long walk out. Oh no, she nailed it.
I'm stoked to see what she's got for her second run. I really like those rails. They're super sick. Very different from a couple of the other riders.
Those rails were super impressive. Very technical as well with that 270 on.
Looks like we got another Canadian rider, Aiden Swan.
Regular footed.
Got Mike Stastic up the top with her.
Local legend.
Just collecting the last slots and see what Aiden's got. Coming to his first rail, regular. Just going for a backboard, back to regular stance. To a front lip, psyching me out. I thought she was going for a front board there. And then coming to this cannon feature, a 50-50 front 1 out.
Switching to these jumps, Ryan. What is she going to do? We have a cab 1, super floaty, super good. Giving us a regular front side 720. I'm a big fan of the nose, or the tail grab, sorry. And then backing up with a big backside 360, holding on, getting close to that edge there. But it's gonna be a landed run.
It's gonna be stoked with that. Probably see a up run from her for her next one, or either she's gonna clean it up. Our next rider is Susie from Poland.
Goofy footed rider. Giving us a nice backboard on that first down rail, cutting all the way across to that second down rail, giving us a proper front board. Showing the fundamentals. 50-50, front side 360, super proper through the rails.
She's coming in her natural stance for this first jump. Carrying a lot of speed into it for a backside 360. Very lofty, and then coming into her second jump, she's going to do a frontside 360 stale fish grab. I like the poke on the end there. Then coming to this last feature, she's going to do a tame dog nose grab. Very different from what all the other riders are doing. Very, very stoked about that last jump.
I like that. That was super cool.
Yeah, you don't really see a lot of front flips in slope runs. And that was super sick. Super stoked to see that.
Our next rider here from Estonia. She's a regular footed rider wearing bib 29. Giving us a proper front lip same ways. Into that backside board slide on the down rail. Coming into that cannon rail, we have a 50-50 backside 180.
Going to first jump switch. Such a long run in. She's going for a cab 540. Squeaking around over the knuckle. And then for the second jump, she's going for a backside 360. Tucking into this last jump, she's going to get this front side 360. She's going to be stoked with the landed run like that.
I liked her too, Ryan. She had some of those tassels coming out. They look good.
We got our next rider, Izzy / Glizzy, Orange Fishy. She's from Canada, from Calgary, representing riders on board. She's a goofy foot rider coming in her first rail switch with a switch front lip back to her natural stance. I really like that poke on it. Coming into this down bar, she's going to do a backboard. And then coming into this flat down bar with a gap front lip.
Haven't seen anyone gap that rail yet. She's gonna come regular into this first jump here. Gonna give us a nice wildcat, super well done, landing bolts on her board. Giving us a big front side grab on that second jump. Going on to that third one with a big front 3. Whoa! Izzy went massive on that jump.
Going huge on it, just losing herself a little bit.
It's easy to get a little too excited in these competitions and just go a little too fast.
Hopefully she's all right. Looks like she got up and rode away. We got Jenny from Finland up next. Goofy foot rider, bib 33. Coming into her first rail international stance. She's gonna go for a backboard, back to her drags. Coming to this second feature, she's going for a 50-50 front one out. Then backing it up with a switch front lip same ways.
Super solid through the rail. Is going to bring her switch into this first jump. She's going to go with a cab 540. Getting that grab in there. Going backside 360 tail grab. Her third final jump with a hard way frontside 360. What makes that a hard way spin is she's taking off on her toe edge and spinning front side. Regularly, you would take off on your heel edge to spin front side.
Giving the camera a heart. She's probably stoked about that run.
Our next rider, Lova from Sweden. She's a regular foot rider. Getting pumped with her coach up at the top there. Gonna drop in, go to that DFD with her regular stance. 50-50 frontside lip. That down rail, she's gonna go frontside board slide. And then give us a 50-50 frontside 180 on that cannon rail.
Coming to her first jump, switch. She's going for a cab 540. Not getting the pop that she wanted, I think. She's going to hit the second jump with a straight air. Not having enough speed. She's going to look to improve for her second run for sure. And then practicing the last jump with the front side 360. We got Amina. Sorry if I mispronounce this. She's from UAE.
Goofy foot rider. Dropping in with her regular stance. Going to that down rail. Giving us a proper 50-50. Locked in nicely on that rail. And she's moving to that second rail with another 50-50. Third rail, clean 50-50.
Coming through her first jump, regular stance. She's going to go for a frontside 360. Getting that indie grab in. Sorry, mute grab. And second jump with the mute grab straight air. Coming into this last feature with a backside mute grab.
Very well done. She's clapping. She looks happy with that run. Super well done. Next rider out of Japan. Another regular stance rider.
Got Nina. She's a regular foot rider. She's coming into his first rail regular. Going for a frontside lip slide. And then backing up with a front board. Then coming into this cannon feature with a backboard.
Coming regular into this first jump here. Tucking for all the speed she can get. Going frontside 720. Second jump, she's going to give us big backside 540. Oh, and just coming up short.
Hopefully she's all right. That looked like a heavy slam.
That looked like a big fall. She's back up on her feet, though, and riding out.
Yeah, I'm super stoked to see that she's riding out. Always knuckling backwards is pretty scary.
With that fresh snow that we got last night, super important that you're landing all of your tricks super, super solid and on both of your feet there, because it is very important to carry all the speed you can get for every one of these jumps.
We got Meiji from France for a 50-50 front one out. I think she wanted a front three out. She's just reverting back, going for a 50-50 on that X rail. And then getting, sorry, I just.
Coming switch into the first jump here. It's gonna give us a big cab 540. Going super proper over that jump. Getting the speed dialed in for that second one, going backside 360. She's got the amplitude needed for this course. And then a big frontside 360 on that third jump. She had the right amplitude and the right speed going.
She's got to be stoked with a landed run like that. Current score to qualify for Heat 1 is a 41 with Gabriella from the U.S. And then M.A. Nick in Heat 2 with a 45. And we got Adele.
Regular foot rider coming in with her strong foot onto that first rail with a front board pretzel. It's a technical trick. That one's probably the hardest of the pretzels. Backside, or switch backside board slide, sorry. Coming in for a 50-50 frontside 180 with a nice grab off that rail.
Come to his first jump switch. She's gonna get a cap 540, poking around. She looks super solid on all these features so far. Coming to the second jump with a frontside 720, a little inverted.
Oh, just losing it there. Whereas other people are struggling for speed on that second jump, she went huge.
Yeah. Also forgot to mention she is from Portugal. Not a lot of snowboarders coming up from Portugal, are there?
Not many that I know. Our next rider out of France, she's a regular foot rider coming in with a front board same ways on that first rail. Then she's coming, oh, she hit that down rail, couldn't quite see, I think it was a front lip, and then a 50-50, or board slide 50-50 to front side 180. Technical trick, bringing her switch into the first jump with a
Switch backside 540. She kind of nollied off the takeoff there, and I think it just threw her off, going a little bit inverted when
just
she didn't want to.
Bit of an awkward pop.
Gonna use this last feature as a practice with backside 360.
She'll clean that run up for her second run.
A super sick front board, same ways she did.
The sun is just absolutely beaming here today. Sitting in the booth, it is super warm with the sun on our face.
We got our last competitor for run 1, Nora from Norway. Just collecting all her thoughts, getting ready for her first run. Dabbing up the coach.
Goofy foot rider. What's she going to give us?
Coming to her natural stance into the DFD with a 50-50 through. Coming to the second rail, she's going for a backside board slide. Then coming into the cannon rail, she's going to do a 50 front 3 tail grab. Coming into her natural stance for the first jump.
We're gonna get a big backside 360 tail grab, going deep on that first landing. Bringing her into that second jump, going frontside 360.
Going huge on it, and then into the last feature, she's got a backside 180.
Super well done. That'll be a good run. So that was our last rider for our first runs. Everyone is going to get a second go at all their runs. Some of those riders are going to want to look to clean up their runs. Some of these riders are just looking to have a good time.
Back up to the top, we got Nelly Stavez from Norway. She's a regular foot rider.
Her current score does not have her qualified. She's going to go with a switch board slide to regular on that first rail, and then going to go and back it up with a regular board slide to switch, giving us a switch 50-50 to back, switch back 3 out.
Come to her first jump switch. She's going to go for a cab 720.
Super well done.
Super sick. Then backing up with a switch backside 540. Holding on. Coming on into this last jump, she's going to go for a frontside 720, squeaking around. She's going to be super stoked with that. It's going to up her score for sure.
Our next rider is Victoria out of USA. She is also looking to up her score in order to qualify. Gathering the last of her thoughts just before that drop in.
Looks like she's stoking herself up. Getting a couple deep breaths in before she drops in. She is a regular foot rider. Coming into this first rail, 50-50 front lip. And then backing it up with a backboard to switch. Coming to this cannon feature with a switch 50 cab 1 out. Coming into this first jump regular.
She's going to give us a big front side 540 on that first jump, locking in that mute grab. It's going to give her a
switchback 7. That was super sick. And then coming into this last feature with a cab 540, stomping that. Haven't seen a switchback 7 all day. I'm super stoked to see that.
Super well done.
Yeah, switchback side is
Giving
super
the judges lots to think about here. Currently waiting on some scores here. Judges have lots to think about.
Got our next rider from Germany, Janina.
Goofy foot rider. She is currently qualified. Let's see if she is looking to up that score. Gonna go front side board slide to switch on that first down rail. Into a switch backside board slide with a 50-50 front side 180.
Going to this first jump switch. See what she's got. She's going to go for a cab 900.
Wow.
First 900 we've seen today. And then backing up with a backside 720, stomping that second jump. And then coming into this last feature in her normal stance with a frontside 720. That is definitely going out for score, and she's got to be stoked with that. That cab 9 was super sick.
It's the first 900 we've seen. That's a big spin.
Going up her score for sure. Himari from Japan up next. She's qualified with a 74 at the moment. Second place. She's coming in her switch stance. They switch backboard to 50-50.
Just came off ever so slightly early on that first rail.
Going to a switch front board, back to rags. To this cannon feature with a 50-50 front 1 out. Coming into this first jump feature, switch with a cab 7.
Super well done, locking in that switch tail grab. Gonna give her setup for
switchback 9. We were just talking about some 900s, and she heard us for sure. She's going to do a front side 720 to finish off that run.
2 900s back-to-back runs. That is impressive. Judges are going to be scoring those well. Our next rider, Katja from the Netherlands. Goofy rider. Oh, that back lip nose grab is so technical, so impressive, so creative. 50-50 backside board slide on the transfer rail, and then a front board slide to switch on that top rail.
Just catching the knuckle on it a little bit. She's going to carry some speed into this first jump. Regular to a, switch backside 540 into a backside 720, dipping it around. And then coming into this last feature, she's going to opt to hit this other side with a hard way frontside 360. See, hitting that last feature differently. I'm very stoked to see it. The judges are going like that.
Cleaning up that run a little bit from last time. Hopefully you're going to up her score. Our next rider, Sky. She is a
regular foot rider, coming with that backboard same ways, popping with the authority, and then backing up with the backboard pretzel. Coming into this cannon feature, switch with the cab 1, front 1 out, and first jump, she's going to ride into switch.
Gonna go off that heel edge with a cab 900. Super well done. Super bolts. Gonna give us a frontside 720 with the melon grab. And a backside 720 mute. She's pumped. I'm pumped. That was a sick run.
Yeah. You'll see a lot of these girls now up in their runs, using the first run kind of like a safety run, and then using the second run to up it. We got Gabriella up next. She's stoked to be here. Looks like she's hyping up herself to the camera. She just got bumped out, but she's going to look to bump herself back into that finals position. Coming into this first rail switch with a switch backside board slide to regular. And then into this second feature with a front lip, really solid, standing up nice and tall on that rail, and then 50-50 back one out.
She looks super comfortable on those rails, bringing her switch into this first jump off that heel edge, giving us a cab 540.
Tucking in for some speed into the second jump for a front side 720, really lofty.
Just dragging her hand a little bit on that jump, but she's gonna come up with a big back three, giving us an arm pump. She looks stoked. That was a killer run.
Looks like Sky just upped herself into first place with the 85. That cab 9 was so sick. Then we got our next rider, Marie from Germany. See what she's got. She's going to go for a cab 2 same ways, that down bar, and then backing it up with a backboard pretzel.
Getting a little loose off that rail, but gonna carry her speed into that cannon rail. Oh, and just making it up it. Speed is a tough one today. She's gonna tuck straight into that first jump switch with a big cab 540.
Coming to the second jump into her natural stance, she's going to do a frontside 720 with the tail grab, really lofty, stomping it. And then coming into this last feature, she's going to do a backside 720, traveling around, stomping that jumps.
Next up, we have Stella, a goofy foot rider from Italy. Currently scored at a 50.
She's going to want to bump herself into that finals position. She's coming into this first rail, regular, doing a backboard.
Super solid through that first rail with a backboard slide to switch on that second rail and a switch board slide same ways, looking like she was reaching for that grab. Couldn't quite tell if she got it.
Coming to this first jump switch, she's going to go for a cab 540 nose grab. And then into her second jump for a backside 720. Just missing the grab a little bit and just under rotating just ever so slightly.
So close.
We got Suzuka up next from Japan. Her first score, she got a 42. She is just a couple spots out of finals at the moment. She is a goofy foot rider. She's going to come into this first feature switch with a cab 180, locking in that rail. Then coming into this second down bar with a backboard same way. Sorry, switch backboard. No, sorry, backboard same ways. To a front board same ways on the cannon rail.
Bringing herself in with that regular stance for that first jump, gonna give us a big frontside 720.
Really tucking in for the second jump. She's going to go for a backside 720. I like that poke on that melon grab.
Giving us a big wildcat, landing clean. She's stoked with that run. That'll be a super solid run. Will it get her into one of those finals positions?
Sorry for cutting you off there, Sam. Just like that poke on the front 7.
Super good. Melon grabs with backside spins always look great. Our next rider, Anna, she's out of check. She's a goofy foot rider coming in with a front board on that first down rail. Front lip on the second down rail with a board slide. Oh, and just coming off slightly early on that cannon rail. She's gonna come switch into this first jump.
She's got a cab 540, just under rotating a little bit. Didn't look like she had enough speed, unfortunately.
As I was saying earlier, it's super important to land all your features really well. Otherwise, that speed is so hard to get.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, this course is just very flat at the top features, so you got to carry as much speed as you can into every single feature. We got Elsa up next from Sweden. She's got a current score of 19.66. She's definitely going to want to up this score. Score to qualify right now is a 53. She is a goofy foot rider coming in her natural stance with the 50-50 front lip. And into this down bar, she's going to do a backboard same ways. Pumping up for some speed is a 50-50 back 3. She's pumping a lot of speed for this first feature jump.
Coming in with just going a little bigger than she was looking on that backside 7.5, sorry.
Next up, we got Lily Dewanaway. She's currently first in Heat 1. No, earlier she was improvising a little bit on jump features, but she's going to want to up that run, I think. She is a regular foot rider coming in this first feature with a backboard, same ways. Coming into this transfer rail with a 50-50 front lip. She's coming off a little early. And then going to go for this flat down feature with a 50-50 front lip on it.
Switching to the first jump here. Gonna give us a cab 540, going big with a melon grab. She's gonna come into that second jump regular with a front side 720 indie grab. And that third jump, she's finishing off with a big backside 720, landing super bolts.
Getting that claim in. I think she's stoked about that. What up, Andy? Then next up, we got her teammate, Jess Palmater. Shout out to these two. They were just at the Olympics. Killed it there. Made big air finals, both of them. I think slope as well. She is a regular foot rider, switching it up with that on that down bar. And hitting this transfer rail with a 50-50 front lip. And then coming into the scanner rail, she's going to do a 50 back one out, coming in her first jump switch.
Giving us a cab under flip with an indie grab on that first jump, super bolts. Going into that backside 720, another one with that melon grab. Like to see it. Giving us a frontside rodeo 540. That's a cool one. Very unique.
Next up, we got Ava Beer from New Zealand.
It's a cool last name.
She got a score of 25 on her first run. She's going to want to up that to make it into finals. See what she's got. She is a regular foot rider.
Dropping in, giving us a nose press on that first rail. Another trick we haven't seen much of today. And then a front board on that second rail. 50-50 back one, giving a little tail tap on the end of that rail, bringing her switch into the first jump. She's going to go with a big cab 540.
Coming to the second feature in her natural stance, she's going for a backside 360. Really locking in that mute grab. And then coming to this last feature, she's going to do a frontside 720 melon grab. She's going to be stoked with that. It's going to up her score for sure.
Solid run. Our next rider, Emmy Nick out of Norway. She's a regular rider, dropping in switch to that first down rail with a switch board slide back into her regular stance. Cutting to that other down rail with another board slide, same ways. Super well done. Going regular into that cannon rail with a 50-50 frontside 360.
She's coming into her first jump, regular. She's pumping up for some speed. She's going to go for a frontside 720, squeaking her around. Then coming into this second jump, she's going to do a backside 540. Almost losing it. She's holding on, though. And then on this last feature, she's going to go for that cap 540. She's stoked. She's giving some hand signals to the camera.
Solid run there.
Next up, we got Giada, Goofy Foot rider. She's currently got 66.66 from the U.S. She's currently qualified 5th. See what Giada's got. She is coming in her natural stance. She's gonna go for a backside board slide through the DFD. Coming out switch. Sorry, coming out regular for a front board.
Super proper, locked onto that front foot there.
To a 50-50 back one out with the mute grab. Coming to her first jump, switch. She's going to go for a cab 540. Just knuckling a little bit, but she's going to carry some speed into the second jump. She's going to go for a huge back 7. Speed not being an issue on that jump. And then into this last feature, she's going to go for a frontside 720. A little bit of invert.
Just went a little bigger than she was looking for on that one. I love the access for that spin, though. Next, we have a Canadian rider, Juliette. She is a Goofy Foot rider. Currently scored with a 35. She needs a 53 to qualify for those finals there. Dropping in with a switch board slide. Sorry, regular board slide, going switch front lip into regular on that second rail. With a cab 1, front 1.
Going to her first jump switch. She's going to go for a cab 540. Really landing solid for the second jump. She's going to go for a frontside 720. Going inverted. I think she just lost it a little bit.
She's upset she just missed that one. Hands on the head. It's a tough one. Her run was super good until there.
Yeah, she killed it on her first run. Just missing qualification.
The next rider out of Japan, Amari, is a
regular foot rider. She's going to go for a front board on that first rail. And then going into the second feature, she's going to go for the front board to switch. I think she wanted to front board same ways out of it. Fortunately, she didn't have enough speed. She's going to go for a 50-50 front 1.
Come in, switch into that first jump here. Gonna give us a big switch. Oh, wow, just
switch
missed.
Back 9.
Just got a little loose on the landing there.
Dipping it a little bit too much, I think.
going to end off her run with a front side 540.
Next up, we have Maya, our Canadian rider, Goofy, out of Manitoba.
We got a good few Canadians in the mix here. She's a goofy foot rider, and she's going to go hit this first rail with a backside 2-7 out, just scrubbing a little bit, and then going to hit the second feature with a front board.
Coming into that cannon rail with a 50-50 frontside 360. It's going to set her up regular into this first jump. A big backside 360, holding that grab for a long time.
Carrying some speed for the second jump. She's going to go for a frontside 720 with the indie grab, really tweaking it around. And then on the last feature, she's going to go for a wildcat. She's got to be stoked with those jumps. Very solid jump line. Then next up, we got El Choi.
Training at WinSport with the MFC crew, regular stance rider.
She's been killing it all year. She's getting amped up for her second run. She's currently got a score of 40.33. Stabbing up her coach, Ryman. She's dropping in her natural stance. She's going to go for a front lip through the down bar.
Heading over to that second down bar. Going to go with a frontside board slide. Into that cannon rail. She's going to give us a 50-50 frontside 360.
Coming to this first jump in her regular stance, she's going to go for a frontside 540. Just not having enough speed and knuckling a little bit. We will see her in big air next. So
our current score to qualify for Heat 1 is a 60, and our current score for Heat 2 to qualify is a 53.33.
next up, we got Laura from Estonia. She's going to go for that cap 2, same ways on that down bar. And then going up to the second feature, she is going to go for a backside board slide to regular. Then for a front board 450 out.
Setting her up switch for this first jump. Going to carry all that speed she can get with a switch back 540. Going with a big backside 720 on that second jump, swishing it around, and then a frontside 360 to end off her run.
Super solid run. It's for sure going to up her score. She's going to look to qualify for her heat.
Aiden Swan, regular foot rider out of Canada. Currently looking at a 34, dropping in with her regular stance, going with a board slide same ways. Just coming up ever so slightly short on that rail. Frontside lip slide on that second down rail. 50-50, frontside 180.
Coming into her first jump switch, she is going to go for a cap 540, squeaking it around, tucking in for the second jump. She's going to go for a frontside 720 with a tail grab. And then coming into this last feature, she's going to go for a backside 360.
Our next rider, Susie, out of Poland. She's a goofy foot rider. Needs to up that score if she wants to go to finals.
Coming to this first rail, she's going to go for a backside board slide on her front foot, and then choosing to hit that second down feature with a front board back to rags. And she's going to go for a 50-50 front 3 out, coming to this first jump in her natural stance.
Carrying all the speed she can get. She's going to go for a big backside 360, holding that grab for a long time. Carrying more speed into that second jump, going big with a front side 720, landing pretty clean.
Scrubbing a little bit of speed for the last feature with the tame dog.
Love to
Very
see
sick.
it.
She's gonna be super stoked with that. She's just one spot out at the moment, missing finals, but I think that'll up her run for sure. She's gotta be stoked with that. Cleaned it up a little bit. Then we got Trinu from Estonia.
Another regular foot rider. Dropping in with her regular stance here. Gonna go with a front side lip slide, same way as on that first rail.
Come to the second feature, she's going to go hit the down bar with a backside board slide, switch up to front board, and then going to this cannon feature to a 50-50 back one out, coming out switch.
Switch into this first jump here. Gonna go with a cab 540 and just taking off a little funny. Gonna put her onto that knuckle and not on her feet.
Yeah, it just looked like she didn't have the pop for that first jump and just scrubbing a little speed, I think, coming into it. She's going to do a little knuckle huck for us to
Showing
end
off
off
for the crowd.
Yeah, ending off her day with that.
Love to see it. Next up, Izzy Henninger, goofy foot rider out of Canada. Trains with the Riders on Board crew.
She fell on her front 3 on her last run. She's going to look to improve. Let's see what she's got. She's coming into this first rail switch with a switch front board back to her natural stance. Backing that up with a backside board slide. And then coming into this last feature, rail feature, she's going gap front lip.
Holding it all the way to the end, super well done. Bringing her regular stance into this first jump with a big wildcat indie grab. Super well done to both feet. Carrying all the speed she can get for that second jump with a nice tweaked indie. Poking it out.
Coming to this last jump, she's going to go for a huge front 3 indie grab, stomping that landing. She's got to be stoked with it.
Going a little off axis, showing off to the camera.
She's stoked.
Hands in the air. Love to see it.
Yeah, Izzy. And then going back to the top, we got Jenny from Finland.
Goofy foot rider. Dropping in with that goofy stance. Going for a board slide on the first down rail, cutting all the way over to that second down rail. Gonna go with a 50-50 frontside 180. Switch into the cannon rail. She's setting up for a switch front lip same ways.
Looking super solid throughout the rails. She is going to go through her next first jump switch with a cab 540. Tucking in for some speed into the second jump. She's going to back it up with a backside 360 tail grab, poking it out. And then on this last jump feature, she's going to go for a hard way frontside 360. She's got to be happy with that stomp run. I believe we got about 7 riders for run 2 until we move on to men's finals. Next up, we have Lova from Sweden. She is going to go for a 50-50 through the down, flat down. She's a regular foot rider. And then coming into the second feature, she's going to go for a front board. And then on this cannon feature, she's going for a 50-50 front 1 out. Coming into this first jump feature, switch.
Doing a cab 540, squeaking it around, putting her hand down but she's going to continue on to that second jump with a backside 720 tail and just doesn't get the rotation around.
Yeah, just on that first jump feature, she just scrubbed a little bit onto the landing. Just really had to push for it on the second jump. Just didn't get quite enough for it. Next up, we have Marie from Australia. She's a goofy foot rider. See what she's got.
Dropping in goofy for that first down rail. Gonna go with a 50-50. Cutting over to that second down rail. It's gonna pop on, give us another solid 50-50. Coming up to that cannon rail with a big 50-50 melon grab.
Coming to her first jump feature in her normal stance. She's gonna go for a frontside 360. Carrying some speed for the second jump. She's gonna go for a backside 360 mute grab. Under rotating ever so slightly and then finishing off her run with a backside 360.
Well done. Held it together for that whole run and put all her tricks together. Our next rider, Nina out of Japan. She's a regular stance rider. Didn't land her first run, looking to land this one, hoping to get herself to finals. Going with a 50-50 on that first rail. Backing it up with a 50-50 to frontside board slide. And then a 50-50 off that cannon rail. The speed is tough for that one.
She's carrying some speed into this first jump. She's tucking. And she's going to go for a frontside 720. Just under rotating and hitting the knuckle. Hopefully she's all right. She's riding through it.
Caught her head. That looked like a hard fall, but she is up and getting to that bottom of the course there. Hitting that third jump for style. Showing off.
Then we have our next competitor from the UAE, Amia.
Goofy foot rider with a current score of 22. She needs a 60 if she wants to qualify into those finals there.
Wonder where she trains out of. There's not a lot of snow out there.
Only our top 6 riders from each heat will qualify today.
Alrighty, let's see what Amia has. Goofy foot stance. She's coming into this first feature, going for a 50-50. Going to this down bar, she's going to go for a 50-50. She's coming off a little early and hitting this cannon rail with a 50-50 front one out.
Going switch into this first big booter with a big old cab 540 and just taking off a little funny and getting loose in the air.
Just losing it a little bit on the takeoff. Just going to do a little knuckle huck here. Hit the last jump with a frontside 3.6 or frontside 540. Looks like.
Ready?
Next up, we got Adele from Portugal. Regular foot rider. She's going to come into this down bar. She's going to do a front board pretzel. Very technical trick right there. And she's coming in switch for a switch backboard to regular. She's currently got, going into a 50-50 front one. Currently got a score of 26. Let's see what she's got on these jumps. Going in switch for a cab 540. I like the poke on that. Going into the second rail, jump with a frontside 720.
Locking in that grab. Going lots of speed into that third jump with a backside 720. Stomped.
She's stoked about it. It's going to up her score. That front 7 was super floaty. Keeping it very mellow. Next up, we got Meiji from France. I do apologize if I'm mispronouncing that.
Regular stance rider. Coming into that first down rail with a frontside board slide, same ways. Going all the way to the end of the rail. Backing it up with a board slide back to regular. And going to that flat down rail with a board slide 50-50 frontside 180.
Coming to this first jump feature switch with a switch backside 540, squeaking it around. And then going to second jump, she's pumping for a frontside 720, going huge on it.
I was saying easy earlier, it's easy to get excited for these jumps. You land one of your bigger tricks and then you just take all the speed you can get. Sometimes that's a bad thing because these jumps don't need you to go completely straight.
Alrighty, and then we have our last competitor, Nora from Norway. Let's see what she's got. She's currently got a score of 26.33. The score to qualify is a 69.66. She's a regular foot rider. Bib 36. Dropping in. Coming into his first down, flat down switch, or a switch 50-50 front board. Or sorry, she is goofy. That was regular. And then she's going for a backboard. Back to regs. To a 50-50 front 3 out. Coming in the first jump in her normal stance. For a backside 360, going huge on it.
Super lofty. Going second jump with lots of speed. Going frontside 540. Gonna bring her switch into this third doubles jump. Going with a switch backside 180. Getting it around.
And that was our last competitor for qualification for the women. We are gonna have a quick maintenance break, I believe. And then we are going to move into training for finals.
Our top qualifier for Heat 1 is Lily out of the USA, and our top qualifier for Heat 2 is Jessica out of the USA as well.